Please state your name for the record.
My name is Katherine Beattie.
And in order to properly credential yourself, about how many films would you say you see in theaters per year?
I would say I see between 15 and 20 films in the theaters per year.
Okay, so you're fairly well versed. What film are you reviewing today?
I am reviewing Booksmart.
All right. Before we jump into it, do you have any unprompted thoughts or musings on this film?
I do, actually. I really enjoyed it, and I thought for a directorial debut, Olivia Wilde did awesome. I didn't know what to expect going into it, but it was thoroughly enjoyable. I loved the performances, and I thought she did a great job.
All right. How did it compare to the film you thought you were going to see?
Well, I thought I was going to go in to see kind of like a Superbad, just with the girls, and I don't know how long ago Superbad came out. I feel like I was much younger. So I was kind of thinking that was what I was going to go see. This one I felt like it had more story and more character, but it was like less raunchy. So, which, like now that I'm in my 30s, I think I appreciated that more. But I thought, yeah, definitely it was going to be a little bit more of a harder R than it was.
I thought there was a decent amount of raunch to it, and it threw in enough F-bombs that it had to be an R.
You counted the F-bombs, right? And
Yep.
It was like 50 something.
They were right on about 50, yeah.
Yeah. So, but on the whole, I think it pretty much lined up with what I expected from the trailer, which was just a really funny, female-driven film.
Is there anything you felt this film did particularly well or particularly poorly?
I thought that the chemistry between the characters was great, and it's been a long time since I was in high school, and I have to say my high school experience was not like it's portrayed in the film, but I thought, considering the stories that I hear from people that are around 18 now, I thought it did a good job just portraying the, I think, ideal high school experience for your last night. What I thought they did poorly is, I think maybe the big twist. Am I allowed to spoil the big
You are. If they're down here for escape rooms, no. For movies, if they're down here, they're below a spoiler line.
So the kind of twist being that the one girl is going after another girl, the other character's going after a guy, and it turns out that the two people that they're going after end up hooking up, and it ruins the night. And I thought that was like a little predictable, but yeah, on the whole, I don't have too many.
You're better at predicting than me then.
Really?
I don't think I saw it, and I did think that it was revealed through a very cool underwater shot.
The underwater shot was cool. I have to say though, I ended up hating that character. What was her name? Ryan? Because she was totally leading her on. That she was like putting her hand on her leg and being all flirty, and then she goes and starts making out with that dude who they have like nothing in common. But as like we had gotten to a certain point in the movie where I was like, okay, something has to happen, and it's gonna happen at this party, and I'm sure it's gonna happen with this girl because this has been what the entire movie's been about. So.
She was the MacGuffin.
Yeah, that I thought was a little predictable by that point. But yeah, no, I just thought it was really good. And I think it's a shame that it didn't do better at the box office.
I also was a little disappointed by the box office, considering The Hustle with Rebel Wilson and Anne Hathaway, which is the worst movie I've seen this year.
Yeah, which did not stack up to this one, I have to say. It had some moments, but I think they did a really bad job marketing Booksmart, because I think I heard about it like maybe 2 days before you asked me to go, just through like an ad on Instagram.
We saw it before it technically released.
Before it released, but I feel like I'm usually like excited to see, especially like I feel like that kind of movie that is supposed to appeal to like young women. They really like try to get those trailers out there and kind of create some buzz, and like with Olivia Wilde directing it, you'd think that they would kind of hit that harder, but it was just kind of a weird campaign because I didn't see like trailers in the theaters, I didn't see anything on TV, I just like saw an Instagram ad, and then after it came out I started seeing more, but I think by that time it was like too late, because
All right. How did you feel about the pacing of the film? Too fast, too slow, or about right?
I feel like, I mean, it's always hard when you do films that take place over one night, because being a writer myself, I start thinking like, okay, this is the longest night in the history of the world, because so much happens. So I think they kind of try to pack a little bit too much into the story. So I guess I would say too fast.
Okay, that's fair. All right. Anything else you want to say before we go?
I think you should watch it if you haven't yet. It's great.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.